it's not just a beautiful wood with no knots, but also it's going to last you, like I said, almost 100 years. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about installing Ipe balcony tiles. Now the tile that I have here is a 24-inch by 24-inch Ipe tile. It's a little heavy. I would say it's about 30 pounds. You will see that in the back, the framing is also made out of Ipe. These are, I would say these are 1x4 Ipe boards, and they're attached with stainless steel screws. So this tile is going to last you probably 100 years because Ipe doesn't rot in contact with water. And for this reason, these tiles are amazing for installing over a balcony concrete surface, because you're going to have a lot of water under those tiles and you want to make sure that this wood's going to last. Some of the tile manufacturers are making only a 12 by 12 inch tile, and those tiles are typically made with small slats of wood. Those tiles are a lot cheaper because they're using little offcuts to make those tiles, but the look that you get is not quite the same. Here you get nice white boards, and it's a 24 by 24. If this tile were any bigger, it'd be really hard to maneuver, but this size and weight, it's quite good for the installation. So I'm going to show you today how easy it is to install these tiles on a balcony, terrace, or any type of surface. So I'm going to take one tile here, I'll get another tile here. So these are the tiles, and some people like to alternate the direction when they install these tiles, but others prefer to install them in the same direction. So when you're doing a balcony, it's up to you if you decide to go in the opposite directions. Let's assume that for our illustration today, we're going to install these in a different direction. So what I'll do is I'm going to get 4 tiles, lay them out here for you on the floor so you can see. 3 and 4. And for those of you who do not know, by the way, Ipe is the best natural wood on the market. A lot of the cheaper tiles that you buy, they'll be actually made with an inferior species of wood that will rot fairly quickly, and they're not as hard and they're not as durable as the Ipe. The Ipe is 3 times heavier than cedar. It's a lot more difficult to scratch. And the thing, it's not just a beautiful wood with no knots, but also it's going to last you, like I said, almost 100 years. So to connect these tiles, we're going to use these plastic connectors. So at the point of connection, we're going to put one of these, and each tile over here, it has a special hole that's drilled in the exact location to go into one of these pins over here. Okay. The way it's installed, I guess it's very close to what these provide is your perfect spacing between the tiles. So the tile is installed very close to these spacers. Now the next tile, this one goes in easier. I think I'm getting a little more experience now. And this one goes in like this. And the 4th one goes in like that. And then obviously you will use the same spacers in all the other corners. Like that over here. What these spacers provide is not only perfect spacing in between the tiles, but they also lift the tile slightly off the concrete. And it allows the water on your balcony to drain underneath the tiles. So here we'll put another spacer here. I think if these tiles were any bigger, it would be a lot more difficult to handle this. Now that I'm thinking, maybe I should have put the spacers in before putting in the tiles, but there we go. That's the first one, and this one, and here we go. Now some of you might wonder, what do you do when you get to the edge and you need to adjust the size of the tile. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to look at the back of this tile over here. As you can see, it's very firm. Even though it didn't install the spacers all the way around, you can already feel how solid it is. Now, if you have to adjust the size of the tiles, you will notice that the stainless steel screws, they come out with a simple Phillips driver, so you can get your impact gun, unscrew those holes and unscrew those screws, and then you can move the framing pieces to allow for the adjustment in size in these tiles. So let's say if I had to make a cut over here, one option would be just to cut it, but then I don't want my saw to hit the screws in the back, so I'll probably remove some screws first, cut the tile where I need it cut, and just use a piece of this tile. If I have to make a cut around the balcony railing post, let's say if it were right here, I would remove the screws in this location, again so that my saw doesn't hit the screws, and then I would trace the lines where I'm going to be cutting, make the cut, and install this tile. The other thing you can do, if you're ever in a situation where the framing needs to be moved, let's say you need to install a tile that ends over here and you don't want to overhang so much, you can actually take this piece and move it to here by screwing the screws from the back into the tile boards. So basically you're working with Phillips screws and wood that can be cut with any saws. So these tiles can easily be cut to size, adjusted around any obstacles. And what these tiles give you is a nice, good looking, solid, long-lasting wood surface on your deck or balcony. And we sell this product called Ipe Oil. Very easy to apply. You can do 100 square feet maybe in 15-20 minutes. Apply it with a roller, and this will protect the tiles and give you that beautiful look for many years to come. So if you guys need more information, you can always get in touch with us, and we carry a lot of these tiles in stock, so they're very popular, and we're here to serve you and help you, get the right products or provide any advice that you might need on how to install these. Take care.